Welcome to this fourth and last session on functions in Excel. In this session, we will take up some common lookup and reference functions. These are lookup, VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP. Let us open a spreadsheet and understand these functions with the help of an example. We'll start with lookup. Let's look at our example. I have a data set of 5 students, Anita, Jyoti, Monica, Raj and Saurabh, who have obtained certain marks in English subject. Now, if I want to see what are the marks of Anita in the subject from my list, what I will have to do is I will have to use an if statement, and in fact I will have to use a nested if statement. So with the help of if statement, I will check the name of the student, and then based on the name I will display the marks. So what will I have to do? I will have to check the name. If this is the name that I am looking for, if this name is equal to Anita, then give 89. Else, if the name is Jyoti, then display 84. If the name is Monica, display 78. If the name is Raj, display 51, and if the name is Saurabh, display 60. If none of these is the name, then you may print not found. So as you can see, this is a very long and complicated if statement. And this is still possible if I have 5 students. What if I have 50 students instead of 5? In that case, I cannot use nested if at all. So Excel has another function called as lookup function, which helps me in replacing these nested if statements, and it works to find any particular value that I am looking for in my lookup vector, and gives the corresponding value from the other column or row. Let's see how this function is used, and that means we have to know the syntax of this function. The syntax of the lookup function is equal to lookup within brackets lookup underscore value, comma, lookup vector, comma, result vector. Now what is lookup value? Lookup value is the value which I am trying to search for in my data. So in my case, Anita is the lookup value that I am trying to search for. This Anita is the lookup value that I am trying to search for. Now next argument that I have is lookup vector. Lookup vector is that one row or column vector from where I am trying to find this value, which I am comparing, which I am trying to search this value in. So where am I going to look for Anita? I am going to look for Anita from A2 to A6. So A2 to A6, this becomes my lookup vector. Now the last argument is result vector. The result vector is that one row or column vector from where I want my result to be displayed corresponding to the lookup value. So for Anita, if my formula finds Anita in the lookup vector, what should be displayed? This value, her marks in English. So the column containing the cells containing English marks for the students becomes my result vector. Now let us enter this formula and see how it helps and shortens our work. Equal to lookup. Lookup value, what is my lookup value? This name is my lookup value. Lookup vector, where do I look it up? I look it up in A2 to A6. And what do I want to display? The marks. From where? From this column B2 to B6. Corresponding to the lookup value, I want the value to be picked from B2 to B6. So I press enter, and you can see that for Anita, 89 marks in English is displayed. If I change the name from say Anita to Jyoti, the marks also change. So any value that I pick up, say Raj, the marks are displayed accordingly. This is how your lookup function works. Now let's add the situation where instead of having just one subject marks, I have multiple subjects and marks in those multiple subjects. So come to the second question, and here in this question, the same students, I have data not only for their English marks, for their marks in Hindi and statistics. So I have 5 students and their subjects in different marks. I am still trying to do the same thing. I am trying to look for say Jyoti's marks in one of these subjects or all of these subjects. So let's say if I'm looking for her marks in English or in Hindi or in statistics, how do I do that? That can be done with the VLOOKUP function. And VLOOKUP function also is a replacement for nested if, and it simplifies our work. So how does VLOOKUP work? Let's look at the syntax of VLOOKUP. What does VLOOKUP do? VLOOKUP will look for the value that I'm looking for in the first column of the table, and it will give me the corresponding value from the column which I say and select. So if I want Hindi marks, it will show me the marks of the student in Hindi. If I want statistics marks, it will show me the marks of the student in statistics. Now let's see how this function can be used and what is this syntax. Syntax of VLOOKUP is equal to VLOOKUP, lookup underscore value, comma, table array, comma, call index number, comma, range lookup. What does this syntax mean? Lookup value, the first argument, is the same as the lookup value argument we had in lookup function. That means this is the value that I am trying to search for, to look for. So in my case, again, this Jyoti is the lookup value that I am trying to search. The second argument that this function takes is table array. Table array is the array of cells or the range of cells where my data is displayed. So in my case, where is my data displayed? My data is displayed between the cells B3 and E7. So this will be my table array. The next argument we have is call index num. Call index num means which particular column am I going to take the output corresponding to the lookup value from. So if I find Jyoti, then which column do I want to pick the value from? Do I want 84 to be printed? Do I want 68 to be printed? Or do I want 81 to be printed? So accordingly, do I want value from column 2, from column 3 or column 4? Call index number refers to the column number. So if I want English, I will give 2. If I want Hindi, I will give 3 as call index num. If I want statistics, I will give 4 as my call index num value. And the last argument is range output. Now range output means whether I want to search the exact match of my lookup value or will an approximate match do. So instead of Jyoti, if I find Jyot, do I want that or do I not want that? So if you want, you can take this value. In my case, of course, we will be taking the value as false. But sometimes if we are not interested in that, then we can just simply take the value which is an approximate value or closest value to this. And in case we do that, we should always sort our data in the ascending order. So let us put the function in the first cell to find English marks of the student through VLOOKUP. V equal to VLOOKUP, brackets open. Now putting the first argument, lookup value is Jyoti. It's given in cell H5. Since I will also be copying this formula for Hindi and statistics, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this cell absolute, because every time I want to look for the student name which is displayed in cell H5. So I'm using an absolute reference for H5, comma, my data array. Data array, I told you, data array means what is the data, where is my data? So my data is between B3 and E7. So what I will do is I will again make the table absolute, because on copying I want the same table to be used for all my calculations, whether it is for Hindi or statistics. Comma, call index num. Call index num means which column should be used for searching and displaying output. So in this case I want English marks, so column 2 has to be used. I have written 2 in cell C1, so I am giving reference to C1 so that I can copy the same formula elsewhere. If you're not copying the formula anywhere, there is no need to give absolute references, and you can simply type 2 instead of giving reference and using the cell references. So press enter and you can see that Jyoti's marks in English are displayed. If I want to see her marks also in Hindi and statistics, I can just copy the formula and her marks in Hindi and statistics is also displayed by VLOOKUP. If I check for any other student instead of Jyoti, maybe I want to see Saurabh's marks. So Saurabh's marks will be displayed and the function will work and adjust the values accordingly. Now we come to the third function, the last function for today, which is HLOOKUP. HLOOKUP function works in a similar way to VLOOKUP, but instead of searching or looking for values in the first column, it looks for values in the first row of the data. Now when I say the first row of the data, it means suppose I am interested in seeing the result for a particular subject. So if I want to see the marks of say Anita in statistics, then I will be using my HLOOKUP function. So let us look at the syntax of HLOOKUP function. HLOOKUP function syntax is very similar to the syntax of VLOOKUP function. So equal to HLOOKUP, lookup underscore value. That means what is the lookup value here? I am looking for statistics marks, subject wise records. So this statistics will be my lookup value, comma table array. Now what will be my table array? Table array is where my data is. So my data is here from C2 to E7 is where my data lies. So I am going to look for my data from this particular table array, comma row index num. Row index num refers to the row number from where my value will be picked. So if I am looking for Anita, I will pick the marks from the second row, because second row shows Anita's marks in the subject. If I am looking for statistics marks for say Monica, if I want to display, then I will take the row index num to be 4, and so on and so forth. And range lookup again has the same value, same meaning, whether you want to give an exact search or not. So in fact here we should have given an exact search. So let me just put a false here, because the student name has to remain the same. Not that it's going to change my output, but logically speaking it's more appropriate, because I don't want an approximate match for the name. Here also I don't want an approximate match for the name. So let's put the function for HLOOKUP equal to HLOOKUP. What is my lookup value? My lookup value is statistics. I will make this absolute because I will be copying it down the column, and I don't want this cell reference to change when I copy the formula. Then table array I told you it will take this as my table array, C2 to E7. Again I am making the entire table, I am fixing the cell locations, because when I copy it down the column, these locations, these cell references should not adjust accordingly. Please refer to the session that we had on cell references, where I told you how, you know, different types of cell references and where they are used. So okay, so last thing that I have to put is row index num. Row index num for Anita is going to be 2. So I have written 2 over here, so I will give reference to this cell. I can simply type 2, or I can give reference to the cell where I have typed 2. And again I want it to be an exact match, so I will make it false. Press enter, and Anita has got 92 marks in statistics. I'll just copy this down the column for all my students, and marks of all the students for a particular subject are displayed. If I want marks for statistics, instead of statistics, if I want to see Hindi marks, let me just enter Hindi, and you can see all the marks for Hindi are now visible. Similarly, I can see the English marks also. So this is how we use the various lookup functions. Hope you have understood and enjoyed the session. That is all. Thank you.